And I realized that it was a really good thing because I'm very loyal. I've been with them for 9 years and I don't think I would have left. Had I been super happy with how things had been going for the past couple of years? Not really. Granted, there were strikes. Granted, there was COVID, right? All of those things. But the way the office had been running hadn't been exactly thrilling to me. And I had an idea of what I wanted in my head, and that wasn't being executed there. And I said, okay, well, this is my chance to really get what I want. So I felt my feelings, and then I jumped into action. Hi there, Jody Bentley here, actor and CEO of Actor Insider and the Actor's Office. And today, I'm going to talk about how my manager recently dropped me and how I signed with a new, bigger management company in 3 weeks. Now look, we are all inevitably at some point in our acting careers going to be dropped by our reps. We are inevitably, at some point in our acting careers, decide to switch agencies and move to a new agent or management company. It's just what's going to happen. And when we are dropped, it sucks. Oh my God, I was so upset, you guys. I got the phone call from my manager, and I've been with my manager for 9 years, okay? 9 years. My only manager that I've had in Los Angeles. And I got the phone call, and she was paring down her roster down to about 10 people. She was pulling back a little bit to focus more on her parents. And I hadn't booked anything in a bit. I was getting good auditions. I was getting callbacks, but I hadn't booked anything, so I wasn't bringing in money. So I get it from a business perspective. I get it from an ego perspective. It hurt. It hurt. We hung up. I started crying, of course, allowed myself to feel my feelings. I went and laid down in my bed and took a nap. And then I was like, okay, this wasn't part of my plan. What do I do? And, you know, and I'm sharing this story with you because I feel the longer I've been in this career, the faster I can make change, the faster I can transition, the faster I can break out of my feelings and into action. And that takes skill, right? That takes trust in who you are, that takes skill, that takes understanding that you are in control of your goals, what you want, the outcome of what you want. And, you know, after I took a nap and cried, I dusted myself off and I went, okay, let me think about this. How is this a good thing? And I realized that it was a really good thing because I'm very loyal. I've been with them for 9 years and I don't think I would have left. Had I been super happy with how things had been going for the past couple of years? Not really. Granted, there were strikes. Granted, there was COVID, right? All of those things. But the way the office had been running hadn't been exactly thrilling to me. And I had an idea of what I wanted in my head, and that wasn't being executed there. And I said, okay, well, this is my chance to really get what I want. So I felt my feelings, and then I jumped into action. I jumped into action immediately. Like right after I cried, I wiped my eyes and I joined Talent Link. And I said, this is something easy I can do right now, low cost, low stakes. I'm going to do it. So I did. I started putting out feelers. I started getting referrals into offices. Within 8 days, I had 4 meetings and 4 offers. Now, the Talent Link that I was getting from Talent Link, I was getting a lot more other meeting requests. But guess what? I turned down a lot of meetings because I knew what I wanted. I knew what I was looking for. And those particular companies were not what I was looking for, not what I wanted. So I didn't want to waste their time or mine. So I got four offers in 8 days. I put feelers out again for another 2 weeks. I requested second meetings at 2 of the management companies that were my top 2 that I was interested in. And that was really fascinating. I'd never done that before. And one said yes, I had a meeting the next day. One said, once you sign, we'll take the second meeting. Because I had been looking for management companies that also had production arms. Because I wrote my feature, I'm also producing. I wanted someone to rep me in the totality of who I am as an artist. That was very important to me. That's why it was very easy for me to say no to some meetings, say no to some offers, because I knew what I wanted. I wanted a mid-level management company, about 5 to 7 managers who all worked together that had a production arm. So 2 weeks, I requested the second meeting. It took another 2 weeks, weighed out my options, and then I finally signed with my new manager. So, and I'll say this, 10 days after signing with my new manager, just 10 days, I had 2 auditions for 2 TV shows. And our market is just starting to pick up now. So why? How did this happen? Why did this work so fast? One, I practice what I preach. You guys know me as a career coach. You also know me as an actor. Everything that I teach, I did. Everything. I know who I am and what I do. I can talk about it effortlessly and like that. My pitch email was awesome. My open rate and click rate was through the roof. My materials were on point. My EPK was on fire. My interview skills are ready. I knew exactly what I wanted, and I wasn't going to settle for anything just to say that I had a manager. And that whole process was 3 weeks. And I up-leveled to a great mid-sized management company. I think they do have 5 managers on their roster with a production team that is looking at me as and repping me for all that I'm doing. So why am I sharing this with you? Because we are all going to be dropped at one point or another. We are. And if this has happened to you, I get it. I get it. We are all going to switch agencies at one point or another. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. We see it in the trades all the time that celebrity so-and-so just moved to X agency, right? It happens all the time. So this is a skill that you get to master. It's what you do and how you execute it to level up in your career, right? So all of that, but everything that I said, people ask me all the time, Jody, how do I get an agent? How do I get an agent? How do I get an agent? It's everything that I just said. And everything that I just said takes time, takes work, and takes effort. There is no magic pill. There's no way around it. If you want to land a manager or an agent who gets you, who understands you, who gets you 2 auditions in 10 days because your materials are on point and they understand you and they know how to sell you, you get to do all the stuff that I always talk about. The branding, the marketing, getting your sales tools in order, knowing your 30-second pitch, knowing what you want, knowing your goals, knowing your strategy, knowing where you're going. Because you know what? Once I signed, they sent me a Google form that was miles long to fill in all of that information. Because that's what a good manager does. They want to know how to sell you. And the more specific you can be, the better off your odds of success in that company will be. So if you'd like to be able to effortlessly do this in your own career, that is exactly what I teach in my membership, The Actors Think Tank. So if that's of interest to you, comment below. Let's chat. I'll send you more info. But I really wanted to share this story with you because I think, and I never position myself as this at all. And I think for those of you who know me know that. I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert. I've just learned some shit. And I know business very well. And I know this business very well. I know what works and I know what doesn't. And I wanted to share with you that I'm an actor just like you. I just got dropped by my manager of 9 years. I'm not invincible. I'm not whatever, right? This is going to happen to all of us. So I wanted to share my story with you. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you want some more info on how to do this for yourself. If you've just been floundering and trying to get an agent and not getting the right one or not even able to get meetings, there's something wrong in your execution. You just need a better execution. And that's what I can teach you how to do. All right, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you later. Bye.